Starting a series where I go through Facebook Marketplace and find furniture that I would flip and walking you through what I would do if I was going to flip it so that I stop picking up furniture off Facebook Marketplace. I think they call this harm reduction. Okay, I came across this kind of like Art Deco-esque piece and I thought it was interesting. Little chest of drawers. Okay, so first things first, with any furniture makeover, the first thing you do is take off the hardware. So I would take off these handles and then give it a good clean. You can just use Dawn dish soap with like a microfiber cloth. It doesn't have to be anything fancy. I use TSP, which is a solution that gets rid of any kind of shine on the piece and really like breaks down the grease, but Dawn dish soap works fine. So then I would need to touch these like black parts to see if they're like inlays or just like kind of painted onto the wood. But if they were inlays, I would then sand the whole piece down because it looks like it's solid wood. Here's a view of it from the side. By the way, MCM dresser, this is not MCM, just saying, people need to stop like overusing that term. So you can see these side panels here at the bottom. It looks like there's some veneer damage. So I would probably sand everything down and then I would be painting these panels as well as this little floral thing. I don't know. I feel like this does not vibe with anything else that's going on this piece. I don't know where these flowers came from. So me personally, I would sand the whole thing down. I would paint those side panels black. I would also paint the very bottom, the base there, black. Actually, I'd probably also cut those little swoopy parts on the base off and just make them straight so it's more kind of a modern edge on the bottom there. And then I would go in with a wood conditioner, aka a pre-stain, so that the whole thing was nicely conditioned because it looks like an older piece, so it might need a little bit of moisture. And then I would stain it. I'm thinking something probably like mid-tone, either in a walnut or maybe early American. I'd use fuchsia mineral paint, coal black for the black parts that I'm painting. And then I would go through and put a top coat on the whole piece. I would probably use either a satin, or there's sometimes mattes that you can find that are a little bit more satiny, so they're still kind of flat but they have a bit more durability. I would choose one of those. Behr makes a great one. And then to finish it off, I really do like these handles on the bottom here. I would keep them, but I would switch them out for something a little bit more modern, sleek, and black, just so there's like that contrast of modern with like the black accents to the kind of details that we have going on, and the shape of the piece is very vintage, so I think that would kind of like contrast nicely. Let me know what you would have done in the comments and make sure you're following for more, and if you have any pieces you want to know what I would do on them, send them to me.